Hey everyone, I'm just gonna be, well, I know this movie has not released yet. It's November 9 already. Yeah, November 9. Um, I'm very sad to see that this movie is only released in the United States. But that does not necessarily mean this movie will premiere though. I am quite curious as to know who the villain of the story really is. I'm very curious to know. Got Lincoln as the main character, probably the main focus on him. I know we did a Christmas Carol episode, the Charles Dickens Christmas Carol episode. Yeah, it's very interesting to see. Lincoln is essentially, in this poster, from that season 2 episode pilot. Not 11 Louds a Weeping. So that's really interesting to know. That's really interesting that they put that callback in the movie poster. Now, I think this dude's name is Duncan, apparently from the White House fandom. So his name is Duncan. And looks like that is a not so good thing in a kids movie, Nickelodeon. I'm gonna say this. It's an alcohol bottle. I'm pointing that out there. Now here we have Santa Claus. Very interesting. Santa here is probably the villain of the story. I know nothing about this movie yet, but apparently, so it looks like he will be the villain of the story. Possibly. But I know he's not the real villain of the story, per se. But it'll be interesting to see what he does in this movie. But now, what's really interesting here about this version of Santa Claus here, he's not actually the White House 11 Louds a Weeping Santa Claus picture from that episode. So that's a really another interesting fact. Rita and Lynn here look really nice. I'm very curious to know what they're looking at off the background. But yeah, they look very happy. Their mouths are even cartoonish. That's really cool. They still stick to the original White House design. Well, that's really cool. I'm actually very excited for this movie when it releases online. So, that's really cool. Not really much to say about them. It's Rita and Winrod Sr. So. Luna here. Luna's got a freaking minigun. That is insane. It'll be really funny to see her in this movie having a minigun. So that's really very dark-ish. No joke. That is the most violent, gruesome scene in the White House I've ever seen. Not much to say about Lily. They do make a callback to Bad Santa, which is really interesting. Greg Griffin, played by Greg Griffin, mentions Bad Santa. So that is really funny. I like how they mentioned that in the movie. At some point in the movie, Willie calls out to Santa Claus, Bad Santa. Which is a Billy Bob Thornton rated R comedy. So it'll be really interesting to see what they have planned for a possible 4th movie. Now, this is actually really interesting because, actually, Okay, well, I'm gonna get to the characters in a minute. See, November 21st. Why couldn't they release it in December? That would have been perfect. But, yet again, November 21st. Why? Why? And yet another thing, they're releasing it this year, a year after No Time to Fly, Wild House movie, and the Casa Grande's movie. Or did that release last year in 2024? I'm 100% sure it came out last year. But yeah, that is really interesting. So I wonder how long it took them to produce this movie. So I'm just pointing it out there. This is like legit insane that they're making a third movie. Well, essentially this is the fifth Wild House movie, per se. Yeah, going off the running here. She's very cute. She's got a little beanie hat, which is very cute. Not much to say about it. Looks very cartoonish the way she does in the show. I'll give him credit. It actually does look still Wild House-ish compared to No Time to Fly Wild House movie, which is my freaking favorite movie of last year. Like, oh my god, dude. We need a sequel already. Like, oh my god, dude. I wanted to watch that episode so damn bad. Like, legit, that is the perfect sequel to No Time to Fly. But yeah, a real sequel would be much appreciated, Nickelodeon. One is actually wearing yellow, which is interesting. She looks a tiny bit like Clyde. A tiny bit? Because she does have that Clyde-ish texture to Lana. And what's interesting here, Lana has a Christmas tree on her hat. And she doesn't have a winter hat like any of the others. Oh, even Luann here doesn't have a hat. Or Lola. Huh, interesting. Lily has a nice jacket or coat. She looks so cute. Yep, 3 fingers and 1 thumb. Looking adorable as always, Lily. Yeah, she's got a smile. Very cute little smile. It's actually interesting not to see her smile like any of the others. Yeah, Lucy's even smiling with Silver. I'll get to that in a minute. Next we have Lola. Yeah, what can I say about Lola? Not much. But it's interesting that she looks a tiny bit like Santa Claus right here. And she has a red tiara instead of black, when she usually does. Lisa. Yeah, you all know Lisa in my movie saga. But yeah, Lisa looks surprised. I wonder what she's looking at. The rest of them are happy other than Lisa. She's very surprised by the look. I don't know what she's looking at because they don't hint at anything else on this poster. Luann here has nothing at all, but just taking a very close look at her, she's wearing earmuffs. I think. Yeah, she's wearing earmuffs. So, yeah. She looks a lot like Catherine Mulligan, I'll admit. She's got that yellow sweater. She's got that yellow jacket on, which is interesting. And Mr. C, Mr. Coconut, has actually a Christmas theme. So that's really cool. He looks a little bit like Scott. Scottish, Irish type of character. So, what's even more... Did Mr. Coconuts always have orange or yellow hair? Or brown hair, dude? That is not his... I'm gonna point this out. I don't think he has this color of hair here. No. We got the hair wrong. We got the hair wrong. That's gonna count as a goof. I think he kind of messed up the color, but you never know. I didn't see Mr. Coconuts in this trailer at all. Lori. Not much to say about her. There's only one picture of her. And Winlow Jr. here too. Yep. It'll be really interesting to see this movie. Not much to say about when. I think it's just a new render for on Christmas or something. See, interesting enough, they actually took a callback to that episode. Not 11 Words of Weeping. A Flipmas Carol. The Christmas Carol themed movie episode. What's even interesting more is that Winlow Jr. is not wearing the elf costume that was in that episode. I'm surprised they didn't call that back in this movie. So it's really interesting. And yeah, that's everything. Oh, and Luna. Not much to say about it. What I do like about his lighting and the coloring looks very nice. I like this little Grinch themed. I wonder why there's a pink waterfall. Very curious as to know what it is. And I wonder why they copied the television show The Very Odd Parents. Because essentially they do have like that magic. No. Yeah. So, yeah, that's really interesting. Oh, no, wait, here's Santa. Yeah. Santa just takes up the whole entire space. Santa Claus here. So, yeah. That is the White House Christmas movie Naughty or Nice poster reaction. But no trailer because, wow. What's so interesting here is that they're shaped like candy canes. The clouds are shaped like candy canes. So that's really, really cool. I can't wait to see this movie. Or can't wait to watch it online when it releases. So yeah, it'll be really exciting to see this movie. I'm very overall excited for this White House Christmas movie. And I really like the callbacks, but I just didn't know how this movie goes. I'm seeing if Santa really is the villain or not. Or, like, how to even get transported to the North Pole here. Yeah, there's stuff to do through for the movie franchise. Just a little picture of that dude. So, yeah. I even like the little logo. How it's actually the freaking White House movie. Okay? White House movie. Movie! Could have done anything else, dude? Seriously. A White House Christmas movie. That's gonna get really confusing. But no, I'm talking about this. Naughty or Nice. This right here. This right here. All of this is the exact same freaking poster for the Wild House slapped naughty or nice on the movie logo. Yeah, so, yeah, that is the movie poster.